Here's the sunset from last night. Just absolutely love being back in Kansas for the sunsets. Hi there, I'm Scott, and this is GreatScott Knitting Hanukkah Night 7. Wow, it's already night 7. Seventh day now that I'm recording, but it just seems like this just started. And I also can't imagine how people are doing this vlogmas thing every night of December up through Christmas. What do you talk about? Especially, I mean, on a normal year, I can understand it. There's things to do, places to go. You can show them, go to your holiday parties, or, take them shopping, or, go out to the fun Christmas lights, all those types of things. But during COVID, I could take you to the refrigerator. Let's see, what else do I do? I could show you the laundry room. Oh, we could go to the grocery store, which is as close as Instacart. Yeah, I'm kind of going stir crazy. It has been months and months and months of me being in this house and staying safe, keeping other people safe, keeping me safe, keeping my family safe. But yeah, I just can't get over the thought that if more people were spending at least, especially these winter months, when viruses tend to expand and explode in terms of their replication and being passed from person to person. If more people would spend this time of year staying home, keeping their distance, wearing a mask in public, more than likely, like flu infections and colds and all those types of things would be greatly reduced. I mean, quite frankly, I haven't had a cold in probably since like January, February of last year. And usually I have a summer cold. Nothing this year. Lots of allergy issues, but no colds. Certainly no flu. Of course, I get my flu shot every year, but that doesn't necessarily prevent you from getting the flu, but it certainly reduces the likelihood that it becomes terrible or lots of complications. So I always get my flu shot. I always get my vaccinations, no matter what kind it is. So that's what I do. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of glad. Part of me is glad this is coming to an end, but also part of me isn't. I'm kind of enjoying this the rigor and the needing to do this on a daily basis, this push to do this on a daily basis. It's kind of nice to have that discipline to do this. So I don't know. I certainly won't be doing a daily podcast the rest of the month, but I don't know. I might pop in more often than just weekly or every other week. So there's all that. What else is going on? So yeah, you know what? With this Vlogmas thing going on, I had been watching a lot of YouTube because there's several of the channels and podcasts and vlogs that I follow are doing a Vlogmas type of thing. So I've been watching actually a lot trying to keep up with Vlogmas. That so much so that I haven't been watching anything to speak of on streaming media. I haven't really watched Netflix. Really haven't watched TV or anything else. So it's just been pushing through and watching all of the watching people try to come up with content every single day. So I kind of it's been interesting watching them as well. Now, so I just kind of do want to give a shout out to some of the folks and some of the channels that have been doing this on a daily basis. I have been dutifully watching Arna and Carlos as they knit their Christmas ornaments for their Christmas tree. They are a delight to watch. I've also been watching their Advent specials on Sunday as they trade off doing different crafty types of things or things in the kitchen. And it's always interesting that the one who's good at it directs and the other person does it. So that makes it really, really interesting. It is really because of them that I made a batch of pepperkakor, the Swedish ginger cookies, which are all gone now. They were that good. They were very, very tasty. It's definitely going to have to be something maybe I do for next week for my niece and nephew as they move into the Christmas season. Maybe not the pepperkakor, but maybe some other types of cookies, maybe some actual Christmas sugar cookies. I've been watching Ross at Smells Like Yarn. Of course, I always try and catch his podcast. So I always enjoy watching him. Now, one that probably doesn't get a lot of airplay and that maybe a lot of people haven't heard of, A Girl and Her Wool. Lauren, she is a small indie dyer, and I really like her dyeing style. She does a knitting podcast, and then she also does some dye with me episodes that show her dyeing techniques and her dyeing journey, and I really enjoy those. Of course, me trying to learn how to dye yarn, I enjoy watching other people's techniques and styles and then seeing what works for me and adapting it. But I like her channel. I've been watching her on a daily basis. Gay Glaspie, Gigi Knits. I enjoy watching her because she's just so effervescent. She just has a lot of energy and is just very an interesting person to watch. Kristen at Villenvine is another channel that I watch. She's also an indie dyer, but she's also likes she has knit, crochet, photography, but she's really into period knitting and period sewing, and so I find her very interesting. I also enjoy it when she does dyeing videos because, again, I'm learning more techniques. But then, of course, the whole thing for me is Rebecca at Chemnitz Tutorials. She does an annual Hanukkah Advent set of mini skeins that she has as an order, and then every night of Hanukkah she reveals a video showing how that night's yarn was dyed. So that's I find that really interesting, and I love Chemnitz Tutorials. It is really what turned me on to yarn dyeing, and so yeah, I watch her premiere videos every evening. I don't always watch it when she premieres it, but I always try and catch up and see how she has dyed her yarn. I was not able to subscribe to her Advent, her Hanukkah calendar this year, maybe next year. She always dyes them up, usually about midsummer, because that gives her most of the fall to get things packaged up, get them sold, and then she then reveals the videos in December. That's a lot of pre-planning that I don't know that I could ever do. So my hat's off to her. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. Is a lot of podcast watching of those folks. So if you haven't, I'll put a list down in the notes for this episode of these key folks that I've been watching. And if you haven't checked out their channels, you really should. They're really interesting, and they're great people. So yeah, that's what's going on. Let's see what's going on today. Today's Thursday. It was trash day. Almost forgot. Let's see what else is going on. Not much. It's kind of quiet. Getting ready for the last night of Hanukkah. There'll be latkes. I'm not sure what the main part of the meal will be, though. Had chicken last night, so it's probably going to be beef something or other. It's always going to be beef or chicken. Because I don't do pork, and I don't do shellfish. My husband doesn't like fish generally, so I don't have a lot of options to change things up too much. So, yeah. And then tomorrow is Shabbat. And tomorrow is also, see, our neighbor, we take care of our neighbor lady, and she is Christian, and her family are, of course, part of her family is about 200 miles north of here. She does have a daughter that lives in town, but of course with COVID, they really can't see each other. She pods with us, my neighbor does. And so we're going to do a Christmas dinner because she's going to go spend Christmas with her family that's up north of here. And so we're going to do our Christmas dinner with her because, it's kind of how we help celebrate with her because she celebrates with us. She's been lighting a menorah every evening over at our home. So we're going to do a Christmas dinner for her and my niece and nephew, but then we'll do another Christmas dinner for them. So tomorrow I'm definitely going to be preparing to do doing a lot of cooking tomorrow. But yeah, that's kind of what today will be prep day to sort of decide how I'm going to do some things, as well as cooking the last night of Hanukkah dinner. And yeah, so that's what I'm up to. I hope you are all well, that you are all safe, especially if you're up in the Northeast where you're getting slammed with winter weather. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay warm. And if you're in other parts of the country, enjoy your day. And I hope you also are safe and warm. So I'll leave you with a few fun pics and some lights, and we'll talk again tomorrow.